Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to Cobol, where we will learn how we can fetch the substring from a main string using dynamic approach. Now, some of you might have covered the last session where we discussed like how we can fetch the substring dynamically by providing a variable for a number of character, right? So in this session, we are going to talk about the index value, or you can say the starting value. So just assume a scenario where you are supposed to fetch the substring, and there you are not pretty much sure like what would be the value of starting position. So in that case, we are supposed to pass a variable in place of starting position or index. So by doing this, only we can make the program dynamic. Now don't get confused, we can use both approach dynamically, means we can provide both argument as a variable, but just to show you in a separate manner, or just to show you in a simpler manner, I have created two sessions for each. In first session we just discussed like how to make number of characters as a uh, dynamic variable, and in this session we are going to talk about the index value, like how we can make it as a dynamic value. Okay, but you can utilize both of them together as well. So if there is a need where you are supposed to create a dynamic program for fetching the substring, then in that case you can provide both the value as a variable, and then you can work as per your requirement. Okay, so in this session we are going to talk about all these scenarios, like how we can fetch the substring by dynamic index value, and after completing the program, like we will see the output as well. So let's start the program. So I'll take option 2 over here for test pgm1. Now here you can see we have one identification division block. So this block is mainly used to denote the program identity related information. For example, here you can see we have program ID. So program ID is just showcasing the program name. So we can see here test pgm1, which is nothing but a program name. Then we have author, which is denoting author name. So we have author name, right? Likewise, if you want to store any other information which is again related to program identity, then in that case you can use this block to put your values. But for time being, we are just using only these two value under this identification division block. Here I want to tell you one point. If you have not covered the previously published session, then I request you to please go and check out the previously published session first, because these all sessions are in proper sequence. Okay, so if you follow the entire sequence from starting to ongoing session, then it would be very much easier for you to understand the ongoing topics. Okay, otherwise you might face some issues, because if let's say if you are not sure like why we have kept this space as blank, and what are the positioning, like why we have kept everything on a particular position, so these things we can only understand once we covered the all previously published sessions. Okay, fine. So now what we will do, we will see here, like we have declared the identification division block. After that, what we are doing, we are using this commented line. So why we are using this commented line? Commented line is just to show you the topic of the session. Okay, so you can see here 5 6 7. What do you mean by these three line? These three line are commented line, and to make any line commented, you can put asterisk on 7th position. So count from here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so from first position we will count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So on 7th position, when you put asterisk, after that whatever you will write will be considered as your commented line. Clear? So these are the three lines which we are using as a commented line. Now the purpose of these comment line is just to show you the topic of today's session, which is using an index to extract a substring. Okay, fine. So let's see what we have written over here. After commented line, we are using data division. Now what is data division? Data division is mainly used to declare all the variable that we are going to utilize throughout our program under this working storage section. So this might be one interview question, like what is working storage section in Cobol? So you can simply answer working storage section is the area where we can declare all the variable. Whatever variable we are going to utilize in our program will be declared under this working storage section itself. All right. So let's see how we are declaring the variable and what all variable we need for this demo. The first variable we are declaring here is on line number 12. So firstly we need to specify the level number. So level number is 01. Then we have variable name, or you can say data name. So level number is 01, variable name or data name is str1. So level number is representing the higher data hierarchy of Cobol, and str1 or data name is used to like whenever you want to refer this variable throughout the program, you will use this name only. Okay, so if you want to access this variable, you will use str1 as a name. Then we have PIC. What PIC is doing? PIC is denoting the picture clause. Okay. After picture clause, we have x of 40. What do you mean by x of 40? X means alphanumeric, 40 means length. So when we want to declare a variable that can hold up to 40 characters alphanumeric, then in that case you will declare the variable in this way only. Okay. Then we have value clause. Value clause is always an optional clause. So you can see here in this example we need the value clause, because with value clause we can easily initialize the value to the variable. So here I am initializing the value, which is text Sharmit podcast. So this is the string. So if someone asks you what we did for line number 12, so here we declared one variable name str1 which can hold up to 40 alphanumeric characters, and right now we have initialized the value as the text Sharmit podcast. Text Sharmit podcast. Okay, fine. The first thing is clear. Now we will declare another variable because we want to make it dynamic. So to provide a dynamic starting position, we will declare a variable, and our requirement is to fetch this word only. Okay. So this S is at line number 6. So count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So from line number 13, you can see we are declaring the variable 01 index value PIC 9 of 1 value is 6. Okay. So here level number is same, which is 01. Index value is same, which is nothing but to access the value whenever you want to access this variable. Just one thing, don't put it only index, okay, because the index is a keyword. So if you try to declare with index name, it will give you error. That's why I have appended this underscore value. Okay. Then we are using PIC 9 of 1, which is nothing but to declare the numeric variable of length 1. And then we are initializing the numeric value as 6. Previously we were using the alphanumeric, that's why we put the value inside quote, but this time we are providing numeric value, so we are directly providing it as a numeric value. So both variable is ready. Now when we want to do the substring fetch, after that we are going to store it into any particular variable. So for that I am declaring one variable which is result. So here you can see level number is 01, variable is result, data name you can say is the result, PIC is picture clause, x of 10 is alphanumeric 10. Okay. Then what we are doing after declaring all three variables, we are writing the main logic. So main logic is written always in procedure division. So here you can see procedure division means move str1 index value 7. Okay. So str1 is a variable name, index value is our value, or you can say the starting position, so which we have set as 6. So it will start the fetch from here. Then we are providing the number of characters, which is 7. And for this part we have already discussed in last session, right, how to make this part also a dynamic. So you can also declare another variable and you can pass it here to make the entire fetch as a dynamic. But just to show you the difference, I declared in this way. Okay, so I'm using it in this way. So move str1 index value 7 to result. Below to this, what we are doing, we are displaying the result. So display extracted substring result. Okay, so what it will do, it will print the extracted substring and print the variable which is result. And then we are doing stop run to terminate the program. Clear? So let's see what output we are getting from here. So I'll just compile it quickly. File for save and exit, 14 for compiling and calling. So you can see we have got the output which is correct. Extracted substring is Sharmit. So don't get confused, because in all sessions we are getting the same output, but the approach is different always, right? Somewhere we are using the dynamic, what we can say, the dynamic number of characters. Somewhere we are using dynamic starting position. So that's the reason we are declaring these program again and again in a same manner, but we are getting the same output. But it is up to you, like if you want to fetch any other variable, you can use it. and let's say if you want to fetch from here, so you can pass the index value as 1, and then you can pass 4 characters. So what it will do, it will provide you the tech. If you pass 5, then it will provide you tech and space. If you pass 6, so then it will provide you tech, space and s. So it is up to you, like how you are deciding the value, and accordingly it will provide you the output. Clear? So yeah, that's all for this session. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.